What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we're back at it again, and in this video I'm going to share with you a Charlga deck that is so strong and so forgiving that even I managed to use it on a no death level 27 run after a substantial night out on Saturday. So here is the deck then. Charlga is the leader, we've got the Prowler in there and the Quillbore for the tanking duties. Main damage dealers is going to come from the Harpies with the Poison talent and the Pyromancer with the Pyroblast talent. We've got the little Murlocs in there to keep the cycle cost down. And finally, we've got the Whelpegs in there with the Flame Burst talent. So the average cost of this deck, 2.4. We're going to be cycling around things really quickly. The relics that we get then, first one is the Howling Warband, so on death minis grant bloodlust to nearby allies. Secondly is the Ranger's Flask, so ranged minis attack 33% faster. And finally we've got the Bone Whistle. Playing leader summons 2 skeleton mages, average level 25. This is a level 27 Blackfathom Deeps. Let's get straight into it. Right, first boss then. So obviously the priority is going to be to get as many of the chests as possible. Ideally I would have had Whelpegs in hand. You can play Whelpegs on the bridge, a little bit more kind of inwards than what I've ended up doing there, but I've had to do a bit of cycling round. But anyway, we've got Harpies coming down and we may be able to get a Quillbore down in time for a little bit of distraction, get some damage on this tower. So I really only concentrate on the right tower. I don't bother going left. Really can do if you want, but that's not tends to be the way that I go about it. When they played the Whelpegs on the right there, on that little slither of bridge that you can see on the right, and that'll stop anything. That'll stop them pesky Murlocs that come across. As you can see, they walk straight into the Flame Burst, and that is them done and dusted. So listening for the audio cues of when the gold chests are spawning, because if we can win the economy war on this one and having a quick cycle, we'll be in a really good spot. So we got that Quillbore down in time to turn that mage around so we didn't flatten our whelps. The 2 Murlocs that are on the right up there can be quite annoying, but we've managed to deal with them. And essentially we're going to look for some sort of either getting a big push going from the right hand side with a Quillbore in to tank for us, or we're going to drop our Whelpegs onto the boss and then probably have the Quillbore down to tank as well. So we'll see if we can get something like that coordinated. Dropped a Quillbore in there. As you saw, the boss then did its kind of one of its attacks, which is a kind of big stun of everything that's around it. So if you are going to attack the boss, don't throw absolutely everything in there in one go, because it'll all be stunned. It'll all be stood there doing nothing, just getting battered. So if you are going to do a bit of an unbound push or something like that, try and get your Quillbore in there early to absorb that stun. Anyway, we have managed to lose the tower on the right. But at this stage, honestly, we can probably play some defense here, a bit of smart defense. There's the boss's big AoE thing again. I tried to drop my Quillbore down to distract that mage, which we just about got done. Pyromancer's going to come in and make light work of both of the Earth Elementals. And at this point, if I'm completely honest with you, I was a bit keen to get this over and done with, because like I say, I wasn't feeling great on the day, which was all self-induced, but I wasn't feeling great, and I was like, do you know what, let's just get this over and done with. So there's a little bit of defense to play. We take a little bit of unnecessary damage, because what we should be doing is just steady defense, mining, getting the chests, and then we should be just dropping our unbounds onto the boss. So we might be able to make something happen here. Nope. Harpies have... Harpies got distracted by those annoying little Murlocs. But Prowler got a charge in. The Flame Burst from the Whelpegs got some good damage done. And again, at this point, really, you know, we should be just getting this done and dusted pretty quick. So we drop a Quillbore in there that puts some poison onto the boss. Not quite enough poison to get it finished off. Earth Elemental comes down and does a bit of tanking. But we, at this point, we really just need to cycle around to Whelpegs, because the Flame Burst off Whelpegs is going to be more than enough to get this done and dusted. And that is that. So it was a bit closer than it should have been at the end, but that's because we were playing very poorly. Other than that, that's how it goes. Okay, so the second boss then, we all know how this goes. This is the Gargoyle Onslaught as usual, and right off the bat here comes a Gargoyle, and we don't have our Pyromancer in hand, so we are going to try and cycle around quickly to that. Whelpeg's coming down to distract. Harpies are going to do a great job for us. We played a Prowler to try and soak the Drake breath, but we got the timing all wrong, and the Drake breath just hit everything. Played Harpies on the left. One of the Harpies has decided that he's not being employed in the usual fashion today, so that Harpy started flying off before the Gargoyle was dead, which was not very useful, so we did take 2 hits from that Gargoyle, but we're okay because we took that tower on the right, so that's going to stop Gargoyle ambushes coming from there. We played, I didn't want to use my Pyromancer, so we kind of sacrificed a Prowler there to absorb that Drake hit, knowing that there was probably going to be a Gargoyle push that was coming down, and I wanted to keep my Pyromancer in hand. So Pyromancer is going to do an excellent job of cleaning up all of that. A couple of Murlocs just to make sure it doesn't get any hits, and that's all good. Whelpeg's being dropped on the tower on the left, Quillbore down to tank, and as soon as them Whelpegs are played, they will burst because of the poison, like liquid that's around there, and we're going to play a Prowler to, well, it was going to be to finish off that Dark Eye Miner, but Dark Eye Miner didn't even last that long, so hopefully we can consolidate the tower on the left. That gives the tower on the left and the tower on the right. If the Banshee is going to possess a Prowler with 1 HP, then that's good enough for me. And at this stage, we're set up now. This is the optimal stage. Loads and loads of time. Because the deck cycles so quickly, I've played a Pyromancer on the left, which means we'll be able to get back round to a Pyromancer plenty quickly. We've got the Whelpegs in there, a Quillbore in to distract, and we're back round to a Pyromancer. Bush, one shot gets rid of pretty much the Gargoyle and the whole Drake, and just like that, we've pretty much, well, we've completely turned the tide, is that we were down a little bit, but no, things are looking significantly better for us, and a bit like on the first boss, we're in like Whelpeg, Flame Burst, Quillbore range here, aren't we? So all we've got to do is a little bit of defense, and this one will be over. And like I said before, because this deck cycles so quickly, we don't really need to worry about doing too much defense. I don't think I'm going to pay much attention at all to all that over there, am I? Yeah, I'll maybe getting a little bit nervous. We've got loads of time, so there's no point in rushing it, is there? More Whelpegs. We know Pyromancer's going to do an absolutely unbelievable job of cleaning all that up, and that is the end of that. Third and final boss. All these Hydras always becomes a little bit tight on time in my experience, but I tend to say if we've got them Whelpegs over there, I don't think that's actually the optimal placement. I need to have a look to see where the optimal placement is, but we took 2 of those little Murlocs out. That's fine. Pyromancer's going to come in and do a job, and the Prowler is going to tidy that up for us. We're going to be quite aggressive at this point because that Meeting Stone on the right can, if you've not got that, then the AI can drop all sorts on you immediately, and with the Prowler and a couple of Murlocs, we've got that first Hydra down in less than 30 seconds. We've done a good job of the Hydra on the left as well. Whelpeg's doing an amazing job of exposing the sneaky bandits, so all in all, what we 40 seconds in, and it's not a bad start, actually, not a bad start at all. We are going to have to do a little bit of defence, though, before we get too excited and just go piling straight in. So I play a Kobold on the left because the coast looked clear, and immediately that was met with Murlocs and Harpies, so that was not ideal. And then my Murlocs got distracted by the Quillbore, so I had to play a Prowler to try and delay those Harpies coming around the corner. Otherwise, I think we would have taken a significant amount of damage. We are going to try and get the gold chest if we can, which I think we just about got, which is good for us. And again, we're going to have to do a little bit of defending because there's a pretty sizable push coming on the right. Well, Harpies and Bandits, I suppose. Hopefully, the Harpies can do a good job for us on that left Hydra. Yes, they can. I will go Whelpegs in there, and we'll probably follow it up with a Quillbore, I would have thought. Excuse me. And the AI playing some solid defense there to hold on to that. So the final part of the puzzle here is going to be taking the siege tower just in front of the bridge that's on screen now. Once we've got that, and now we've got the meeting stone on the right, that we'll be able to get some quick pushes going. That we'll be able to get some quick pushes going towards the final Hydra and then the bosses. So the AI's played that quite well, in fairness to it. Very, very irritating. But the Quillboard distraction that the AI's come out with has been a little bit difficult for us to deal with. Again, another Quillboard coming down. AI's got Quillboards on repeat here, and we could really do with getting all of this tower, because we've got a minute to go. And we've still got one of the Hydras to take out, and then we've got the 3 boss ones as well. And we've still got defending to do. So work to be done at this point. If I remember right, actually, I think we finish this with... I'm going to spoil it. I think there's about 1 second to go. But never in doubt, obviously. Never in doubt. So are we going to be able to make that happen? That Harpy's booting away there. Yes, everything's distracted now. So the things that were attacking our minis are now trying to reclaim that siege tower. That's good for us. Right, now we really got to get a wriggle on here, haven't we? Really got to make something happen. So we could do with getting that. We could do with getting the gold chest on the right. That'll help us out massively. Pyromancer's going to come down. Bush, one shot. All the raptors gone. Can the Murlocs get there in time? Oh my goodness me. Slowest Murlocs in the world. And also, I think there's a little bit of a skewedness to it, that the Murlocs are like right there, but if they're on the stairs, it doesn't quite count. Anyway, just making excuses now. So... right, we're in. The waterfall's gone. The poison... oh, no, it's back. No, it's gone. Right, good. No, it's back again. No, it's gone. Right, I don't know what happened there. But anyway, right, we've got 40 seconds to take out 3 Murlocs, 3 Hydras, so we have got to go now. We've really got to go. So we've got Pyromancer smacking away, and we've got Ojh&x in there with a Flame Burst, and oh my goodness me, that is a lot of squad minis. So we are going to have to get something done here. So this is going to come down to Prowlers, because Prowler is quick. That's really, really good for us. Having Quillboar in there as well, great for distracting. Ojh&x in there for direct boss damage. And as you can see, Prowler's just shot in front of our Pyromancer there. We've got less than 10 seconds to go. Pyromancer hammering away, doing an absolutely incredible job. Go on, Pyromancer. 2 seconds, 1 second, never in doubt, not worried at all. Final look at the deck then. Like I said, I did not play this very well at all, but that was a level 27, so we were 2 levels below. It was no deaths. Some of them were a little bit tight, but that's because I played really poorly. Average cost of 2.4 means that you can cycle around super quickly in this deck to get yourself out of trouble. If this deck works for you, let me know in the comments. If this video was useful, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, please get yourself subscribed for more content like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.